guys, welcome back to another episode of Book Club. Today on Us Reading Books So That You Don't Have to, we're reading Tess of the D'Urbervilles.
Which is funny, because her name is actually Tess Derbyfield. Ahaha.
So we start off we're in Blackmore Vale.
In some time that is not the modern day.
Yes,
I think
the Victorian era. Imagine you're John Derbyfield. You're just walking along, and then suddenly you're stopped by a man. Hello, Sir John.
Why'd you call me sir?
Well, actually, fun fact that I just learned because I was just reading my history textbook, and I found out that you are in fact a descendant of the once rich and powerful family, the D'Urbervilles.
The who?
The D'Urbervilles.
The D'Urbervilles. I'm a D'Urberville, which means I am rich and I am powerful, right?
No.
Okay.
It basically means nothing, but I thought, as a history buff myself, I thought it was quite interesting, and I could not resist telling you.
Okay, that's awesome. I'm gonna go get drunk and tell my family.
So then, everything in this book happens because of that, and also the death of a prince, the most royal prince there ever was, a horse.
So, there's actually a lot of symbolism in the scene, because you could say that because of the Derbyfields, or the D'Urbervilles are an old, almost like godly, ancestral figure of wonder. Like, these are the D'Urbervilles, and these are our, like, modern folks, our Derbyfields. You could say that the death of a prince is much like the fall of the Derbyfields themselves, because they did go from, godly ancestors to poor dirt women.
So then, Tess Derbyfield goes on a fun adventure where she goes and meets her rich relatives and gets raped. It is a very fun story about tragedy and also more tragedy, all the downs and downs of Tess Derbyfield's life.
The thing is, which is more important? Is it the knowing that you were once
an all-important family, rich and powerful?
Or is it the forgetting that your family fell, so really you as a new D'Urberville are also destined to fall?
So yes, Tess was raped, but was it? How much fault did she have in it? That is something that is really explored throughout this book. And in my opinion, I don't think it was her fault at all, because she knew that Alec D'Urberville was bad. You know, she went there once and she vibe checked him pretty hard, and she was like, this guy has really bad vibes. But her family was like, nah, his vibes are fine. They check out. He's got rich vibes.
He lied in like 7 different ways. Like 7. Maybe even 8. I don't know.
He had rich vibes. So the Derbyfield family was like, girl, you have to go there. You need to get that money. You need to marry him. And then, of course, bad things happened. But Tess knew because she did a proper vibe check.
Okay.
One could call Alec, a social disease. And then later, Tess meets this other guy. He's really, really sexy. Incredibly sexy. He plays the harp very sexily. His name is Angel.
And he's a genius.
He's educated.
So, he is from family of Jesus people and like the church people. And then he went to college. And then he was like, I don't want to be a priest, Dad. And then his dad was like, well, drop out of college then. And then he did.
Yeah. And then he decided, I want to be a farmer. And so he did. And he met Tess on a dairy farm.
This is my farming equipment.
Yeah.
Farming.
So as he's farming, he sees Tess and he's like, that is the most beautiful girl I have ever seen. But he did not conduct a proper vibe check, and he misunderstood her vibes. And then they got married, and he realized that she had had a child before. And then he's like, this doesn't match up with the vibes I thought you had. I can't marry you. I can't be with someone with vibes like that. I can't do it. I'm gonna move to Brazil.
And then he did. And then she went to a different farm. Also, Tessa's instincts. Like, inside each one of you, there are 2 wolves. One of them
has a structural settlement, and the other one needs cash now. Call J.G. Wentworth, 877 cash now.
Okay, so inside each of you there are 4 wolves. 2 of them are doing whatever the heck Grace just said. And one of them can be represented by the id, which is the instinct. And usually it's bad, but for Tess, her instinct is it's spot on. And the other wolf is the superego, which is the restraint. So your ego is what happens when your wolves go like... So for Tess, what happened was that she had really good instincts. She had a really strong wolf number 3, and then she had a really strong wolf number 4. But wolf number 4 was like, you're a woman. You have to be quiet. You have to sit down. You have to sit still, look pretty. Oh, I don't know what you've been told, but this girl right here is gonna run around. And like that thing, but like Victorian era. And so she was like, oh, so probably my instincts are wrong and I should just be polite. And then, so her self-control wolf ate her instinct wolf, and then she got raped.
With all that things happening in her mind, you could say her brain was on fire.
Absolutely. There was not happiness. It was not permitted.
No. Actually, there was one thing that brought her happiness. Murder.
Yeah, that's just that inevitable Victorian thing. So, when the...
You want cookies?
Yeah.
Obviously.
How many?
A million?
A multitude. Back to the book review.
Yes.
So inside each of you there are 4 wolves. 2 of them are doing that thing. And then 2 of them are just like going like this. They're like taxis. And then one of them goes instinct and one of them goes self-control. And that inevitable Victorian thing was then the instinct wolf was like, stop eating me. Chomp. And that was the murder. That was the you suck. Boom, boom, boom. And
Ultimate vibe check.
ultimate.
That really says a lot about our society.
Ultimate.
Yeah, she really stabbed him in his sacred heart.
MIT, if you see this video before December 15th, please accept me.
Sacred Heart, same thing, same date.
Please, let's just. I think we should do some dance moves
We're
to show them how
intellectuals,
devoted
we
we are.
read.
Okay, something interesting about Alec d'Urberville is that he's not actually a d'Urberville. Are you weirded out that, like, Alec is her cousin and he raped her? Well, you should be. Also, yeah, there's, like, multiple things going on there.
But he's not actually her cousin.
He's a sham!
He was like, I have the last name that nobody has ever heard of, but if I change it to this last name that people have heard of, they'll give me more money.
Because they knew money, and no one respects them. So they want that old money lingo, that old money slang. So it's like, Alec is like a fake d'Urberville. He's like a fake king, and you could say Tess, when she finally snaps, she is the king slayer. She slays the kings. She just had the time of her life. She really did. She really snapped. What are they doing? Just the sipping? You can blow your sips. Sip, 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 sip. I'm going
So
to.
basically, after Tess murders Alec, there's only one thing that she can do, and it's to go on her honeymoon.
Wait, is this gonna go on your YouTube channel?
Yeah.
I forgot you
So
have a YouTube
there's
channel.
only one thing to do after you murder someone, and it's to go on your
This is
honeymoon.
Angel. So,
Ava's ratchet.
And then they go to Stonehenge, and Tess is like, oh, I'm so tired. I'm just gonna take a little nap on this sacrificial altar to the sun.
visualization time.
Scandal. Is 12 good? No, we can each have 3. Ready? Shut your ears on God.
And then the men come for her, and they're like, you murdered Alec d'Urberville.
Oh
You
God,
must
I'm
go ahead, shoot.
You must
Oh,
die.
God. I ain't going.
Angel is like, no, don't kill her. She's so sexy. And they're like, we're going to kill her anyway. But you can marry her sister. So he does. And then the book ends.
Woo! It was actually a really good book. Like, it was like the best English class book I've read.
That says a lot about our society. So now we're going to watch the movie. And we'll get you some movie review action up in there. And we'll see you later.